do we introduce Tiffy?
I'm also hearing that streaming on a dating app is not good as well. There's no good men over there.
There aren't. They're all losers. Like one time, a man, he was like severely disabled. He thought he would qualify for me. I'm like, excuse me, sir. I'm not going to push you around in a wheelchair. And his face was like deformed. And he just got in the box. I was just like, and he was old, very old.
And I guess maybe it's a challenge for him to find someone out in the world. So he's doing what he can do. And I guess.
Wait a minute, let's stop right here. She's a beautiful girl in the face, but she's a big girl physically. You can tell she's kind of overweight. She got the hair slung over the shoulder, but then you can see the arms, and the arms always tell the tale.
Do you want to do dating?
I don't think so. I think my standard's too high, and I'm not willing to lower them.
Why are your standards too high? Like, what does that mean to you? Like, what does that look like?
I don't even want nobody to go on me for it. So, because women's supposed to have low standards, mine are too high.
Her standards are too high. Too high for what? You get what you qualify for. You get what level comes to you. I'm not saying your level is the handicap guy. What I am saying is you need to check yourself. Because the motherfucker said to you, along the way, somebody said to you, you have a pretty face. And your ass want to run with that as though everything is pretty on you. I hate this entitled people who think they're more than they are, whether they skinny or fat. That attitude is fucked up.
Peaceful. I don't have to have no drama of a relationship.
Fair enough, Tiffy. It sounds like you've been through some things a little.
She got some huge ass fucking titties too. That's even worse.
A little bit, but that's
no, it's really the internet trying to humble women all the time. Like if you say you want this in a guy, they're always trying to humble you and say, well, how do you qualify? You know, because you hit the wall and all that rhetoric. So I just say
I do this every day. And when it goes up, it's definitely the same 5 talking points.
And it's not like that great having a man in your life. Like it's like, I'm like, sometimes I wonder, is there a point of having a man? Like they.
Oh shit. She said, is there a point in having a man? What's going on, y'all? What is going on here? Oh my goodness. See, I may have my talking points about men. I may have even my issues about men. But ain't nobody on this planet gonna say, Heathen Queen says she don't need no man. No, she don't want no man. Okay? Ain't nobody ever said that. Every person that's asked me, I said, oh, hell yeah, I need a man. I need a man. No, whether I want one, need one, yes, I do. But she seemed like she's just frustrated all the way around.
They brainwash you into thinking you need one so much because they like to feel needed because of their ego. But we're more peaceful, single, and child-free,
Okay, well, that's your philosophy, right? So I think different strokes for different folks. For you to say, I'm not saying you, Tiffy, for anyone here, to say they could go 20 years unless you are a nun, you never had sex in your life, you never kissed anyone in your life, but to say you can go 20 years without a man's touch at all, don't look at him, don't smell him, just stay in your home, go to work, come home, don't even have communication. I don't know. I don't think that's realistic. I understand your frustration. I do understand your frustration.
But I'm saying,
I'm saying, Tiffy, it would be a lie to say you would never want to be with a man another day in your life.
I'm not lowering my standards. I'm not lowering my standards for anyone. So can't nobody tell me.
I'm not even talking about standards. I'm just saying being with a man, period. Just being with a man.
Is that what it takes? I want a rich man. I want a man with money. So that's what I want. And I'm not going to settle for less than that. Because to me, being experienced, I mean, outside of, intercourse, I mean, they cause drama in your life, It's peaceful now that I broke up with my boyfriend. Finally on my own for the first time in my life. And I come home, I learned, I sleep wild. Like, I'm all over the bed.
I'm trying to figure out, what is the point of her being on here? What is she talking about? What is her question? What is her issue? You say you don't want men in your life. Why are you on a dating app, ask or dating show or whatever? Ask Ashley, whatever. Why are you on here asking her anything or talking about anything if you so peaceful without men? You wouldn't even have no conversation about no man if you really didn't want no man. What the hell is going on? I don't understand. I'm so glad I ain't with no man. I don't want to be bothered with no man. Really? What we talking about here then?
All that time I didn't know that about myself, and I got a king size bed, so it's peaceful. My house is clean, it's quiet. I work for myself, and my life it's only going to get more peaceful because I'm about to make this move. And I'm nobody going to come into my life and mess it up. Men they come into your life and they cipher energy off of you a lot of times. So yeah, so he got to be putting something back that I need because I already have money. So you need to be rich or close to it.
And the reason I asked too about standards, because I know rich looks different for everyone. It depends where you are in your life, right? So my idea of rich and your idea of rich may look completely different. So that's why I always ask the ladies when they come up, not that I'm asking you, like, how much money does a man have to make? What exactly does rich mean to you? Because again, that looks different for everyone,
So on the low, he would need to be about 250K, have some assets, property, owns his home.
Ouch! Did she say 250? She said 250. Have assets of his own. Girl, what we talking about? What's she talking about? First off, that's a heavy lift. You're gonna have to do a little bit more than what you're doing. Your attitude gonna have to change. Your body weight gonna have to change. A lot of shit is gonna have to change for you to get a man at 250K. I'm not taking nothing away from her. She seems like a beautiful young lady, but that attitude about men, ain't no man gonna deal with that attitude. You saying right off the bat you don't want to be bothered with them because they bring drama and they siphon off energy. Who's going over there to talk to you and you talking like that, girl? And then you say you refuse to settle. You refuse to settle.
He can afford to take care of us because I don't want to. If I'm living with a man, I'm not paying the bills. I'm not doing that. I've never, even with average dudes, I've never paid the rent. That's just a standard. And I want to have nice things. He can teach me things. He can teach me more about finances. Can add to my life. Like that. I don't really care about looks that much. You don't got to be 6 feet. You ain't got to have a 6-pack. I don't care about that. I'm over looks. Just equal security. So, and unless you can add to my life like that, I don't want nothing to do with it. And if it takes me to be single forever, I will do that because I'm bisexual too. So, what I can do. So.
Okay, all right, fair enough. I was also going to ask you, like, my follow-up question is, you said you dated guys who had money, right? And you said they always paid your bills and things like that. For example, why didn't that work out? Let's say the last guy. I'm assuming he was rich or had money. I'm just assuming. I could be wrong.
Well, I lived with 2 men in my life. The first one, he had a lot of money. He bought me cars, clothes, designer clothes, diamonds, put us in a nice place, all of that. The second guy, but I just happened to meet a man that had a lot of money. And then after I broke up with him, I got with another guy. And no, he didn't have all of that. I was okay with just his average salary, whatever, but he still paid all the bills.
And why did that end? Why did that end, Tiffy? Like, why did things not work out? If he was buying you designer and he put you in a better living situation and things like that, what is the reason that it didn't work out?
The one who had all the money?
Yeah.
Well, he was very emotionally abusive. He was a narcissist. Like the therapist told me that. He was very emotionally abusive to me.
Wait a minute, hold on. Wait a minute. She introducing a whole bunch of shit. The therapist, what therapist? Her therapist, his therapist, who's there? What the fuck she need a therapist for? 2, why she ain't with the motherfucker who got all the money now? Why she didn't hold that money or hoard that money? He's a narcissist? What do you mean narcissist? Most people don't even know what that is. He was a narcissist. So therefore, he didn't care about you as much as you wanted him to care about you too. The other dude didn't pay bills. Why didn't the other? Wait a minute, hold on. Did she say she was bisexual? She eat pussy too? Wow.
And I would have died if I stayed in that relationship.
And I'm assuming you had to see those signs before you guys, like on the interim of you guys dating, like in the very beginning. Someone who's emotionally abusive, there's always signs. If there's a narcissist, there's always signs, Tiffy.
I did not see any signs. By the time I started seeing signs, we were already living together in a nice.
So therefore, you ain't self-aware. Therefore, you ain't aware of your romantic choices. She all over the place. Ain't no way somebody's supposed to go over there because she don't even know what she wants. He's a narcissist. I'm bisexual. I'm regular. I don't like men, but maybe I like women. Why you asking for a man? Why you over here talking about I want a rich man? What rich man gonna put up with all the bullshit that you bringing? You bringing bisexuality. You bringing hatred for men. You bringing I'm a boss bitch attitude. You bringing an overweight body. What makes a man want to go over there? Don't nobody need to go over there. And you got a kid that ain't his. And yet you want a man who got money, $250K, talking crazy, don't want to work. He gonna pay all the bills, but I'm gonna do what I want to do. I'm seeing some of this entitlement that's going on. She got a pretty face, but she has dirty nails, which should be a deal breaker.